Yo, what's up, guys? So we're gonna be going over the new ban list. It's not a reaction. I already know what got banned, what got limited, what got semied, and what got took off the list entirely. So it's not really a reaction. It's more of like a pseudo analysis. Like I'm not gonna go too in depth, but I am gonna cover my thoughts on the cards that got banned and what did or didn't get hit. Why things got hit that I like or do not like. But yeah, let's uh let's get right into it. So the list is effective starting yesterday or whatever day this goes live. It was effective the 17th, which is almost 2 weeks out from YCS Hartford, which is a little bit of an issue for a lot of people because people have already registered their decks. They have to re-register stuff, but also there's I think three different tournaments in other countries that are happening this weekend, which doesn't give people a lot of time to find and get cards to replace, which we'll go into more when we start going through the list, but it is a huge issue. They could have given us the list, which they did. They could have given it to us and made it effective a different day instead of making it in effect the day it was released. And also they could have been more transparent and gave us the list earlier to give people more time to get cards because a lot of these people are not going to be playing decks that they should be could be and should be playing for the tournaments that they're playing. But yeah, let's get right into it. The first thing that we see that gets hit is Mecha Phantom Beast Auroradon. That's a fine hit. I actually think that's probably one of the better hits on the list. It's gonna stop people from doing their weird long synchro plays with Halky Fiber Axe, stuff like that, getting like just like pluses on those tokens. It's just gonna be this is just a really good hit in general. Um Prank Kids Meow Meow Mew. Um a lot of people expected it to get hit. It's a bit of an issue for me, or for me in general, because I really like the Prank Kids engine. I really like the vanilla version of it, like just pure Prank Kids. And I get why it got hit. Not happy about it. I wish Konami would just grow some balls and ban or limit cards in the adventure engine because there's no reason that they had to kill the Prank Kids deck in general. Like Prank Kids is fun. Like I don't think it's as big of an issue as people make it out to be. I think most people's issue with it is when it went from a rogue deck, which was before Meow Meow Mew came out, and then became better, but then they would just insert bigger engines in their decks that would make it run more efficiently. Adventure being one of them. They could have limited Griffin or Rights of Aramasir, I think it is. They could have literally done anything and not hit the card that was limited to begin with. It was one copy of Meow Meow Mew. One. It wasn't a three, nothing like that. It's not Master Duel. There's one copy. It's the same with the OCG. The OCG has limited cards in the adventure engine. For them, it's the Brave engine. They could have just not hit Meow Meow Mew. And unfortunately, this list is going to be in effect until no sooner than December. So Prank Kids is essentially dead. Like it's not going to see any competitive play. I'm sure we'll see some people trying to play it at tournaments and stuff like that. YCS's regionals, whatever. But it's going to be few and far between. Like the deck is gone, like not good without its turn one extender. Like it's okay, but it's not going to see wide competitive play anymore. Um, Biggest hit on here is Predaplant Verte Anaconda. Um, Hitting that essentially kills Dragoon, which you looking at the prices now, you can already see it dropping super hard in price. Compared to what it was at. DP will still probably be played because Fusion Destiny is still at 2, so people will try to hard draw into it, which is fine. DP is fine in my opinion. Uh, but Verte Anaconda definitely needed to go. It definitely needed to go sooner than this ban list, but it's whatever. Scroll down, those are the only 3 things that were hit on the ban list, but now we're gonna get into the limiteds, and the first one we see is Jet Synchron. In my opinion, this card could have came off the list sooner, but with Ordon gone, it definitely gives Synchro players a boost, I guess. We'll see how much it impacts it. It could be, like, a complete mistake that it came off, or it could just be like just a card that Synchro players play again. At 1, I don't think it's going to be too big of a deal. Overall, I think it's a good card that should be coming off the ban list. Next, they brought off Performer Pal Monkey Board, which is really interesting. What is it? I forget what they're called. Brain? Um, Pendulums. Pendulums aren't doing too hot right now. Like you'll see the people playing them and stuff like that, but with the format we're in right now, like when because of Electromite not being a thing anymore, like you can't use Heavy Metal Foes Electromite, and then the um you only being able to summon one, or not one, but like however many spots you have pointed to with link cards for a pendulum deck, it limits the plays people can make with pendulums. Um, Monkey board coming to 1. I don't think it's going to be as strong as people think it's going to be. It is a 1 card like scale, but I think it should be fine. We'll see though. Um, Red Rose Dragon going to 1, or going to 1 from Unlimited is fine. I don't think people were playing more than 1, maybe 2. I don't think it's gonna be that big of a hit overall. Yatagarasu coming to 3 is huge. In the sense that the card's been on the ban list for 15 years, and to be honest, it probably could have come off way sooner. I think they were just. I think the text on it is spookier than it actually is, especially nowadays with like the adventure engine and um branded in general, or Dogmatica. Um, Everything that runs from the graveyard, really, because skipping a draw phase isn't that big a deal. Um, Especially like at the point where Yatagarasu would actually make a difference. You probably already have stuff in your graveyard. Losing your draw phase, it sucks, but you're gonna have plenty of plays coming from your graveyard. I don't think it's gonna see much play at 1. Uh, I'm sure some people are gonna try to do something gimmicky with it, but I think it's a fine card to come off the Forbidden Limited list. I don't think it's gonna change our meta or anything like that. But it's good. He's been freed. He was the longest card on the ban list, so he still holds the record. But we'll see. Crystron Halpy Fibrax to 1. This is a mute point in general because nobody's running more than 1. I'm sure at some point people were running 2, but at this point, I think Hulk should be banned. That's my opinion, but bringing him to 1 means absolutely nothing in the current like state of things. Shooting Riser Dragon, another similar to Hulk. I don't. Well, first of all, I don't think Shooting Riser Dragon's that big of a deal, but also nobody's running more than 1. Like nobody's running 2 of Shooting Riser Dragon at all. Like going to 1 is pointless. Change of Heart coming off, going to limited. I've said it once. I'll say it again. Change of Heart is going to be what Soul Ring in Magic is for commander decks. Like it is going to be a one of in every single deck. Like if not in the main deck, it will be in the side deck. Nobody is not putting this card in their side deck and or their main deck. Like it's such a strong card going second. It's a better mind control. Now if this is there's only one other card on the ban list from Matt or Yu-Gi-Oh's equivalent of the Power 9, and it is Pot of Greed. I don't think Pot of Greed's coming off anytime soon. Do I think it'd be funny if they took it off? I think it would be absolutely hilarious if they took it off and put it to 1. I don't think they'll do it, but if this is their like tiptoeing into taking DM staples off the ban list and putting them into rotation. Change of Heart was a good choice, in my opinion. I'm actually excited to see people playing it. I think it's a nice nostalgia card. Um, I I'm super happy about this, if I'm being completely honest. I'm just as happy about this as I was when I saw Monster Reborn go to 1. It brings a tear to a man's eye. All right, and then the final limited card is Time Seal. Is about time this thing came off. It was by far the worst card that was like banned in general. Like this did not need to be on here as long as it was, but it's whatever. And then we get into the two ofs. We have Dynamite. True Jaco is fine in my opinion, unless you're playing Master Duel, in which case, burn in hell, especially during events. Burn in hell, please. Like play something else. But as it is right now, Draco Fighters or Dynamite is fine. Going to 2. I like the people that thought that Masterpiece was going to come off or Maxi was going to come off, and it's not. Sorry, it just would never. Ben 10 going to 2. I don't think it needed to go to 1 to begin with, since they hit Ava. Ben 10 going to 2 is actually nice because it helps the Herald's version of Drytron. So I'm hoping to see some people playing that this not this weekend but next weekend at Hartford. Fire Formation Tanky going to 2 is whatever. I don't think it's that big of a deal. Power Desire is going to 2. I don't know why I went to 1 to begin with. 2 is the perfect ratio for it. I think this is fine. A bunch of people are just going to be putting that second copy back into their deck. Trickstar Light Stage going to 2. That's whatever as well. Cool. Trickstars get their Light Stage back. Wall of Revealing Light going to 2. The reverse OTK isn't really an issue anymore, so this going to 2 is fine. And then we'll get into the no longer on the list. These are unlimited. Night Assailant going to 3. It's about time. Dude's been at 1 for how long? He didn't need to be on there that long. Card from 2003. Didn't need to be there. Trisha, Dragging the Ice Barrier, going to 3 from 1. That's whatever. Who cares? Like, somebody's gonna get hit with a hand loop, and they'll probably be pissed and complain about it, and then it'll be all over forums again. And it'll probably go back to 1 at some point, or even 2. But, like, I don't think a lot of people are playing this. Salaman Greats, get 2 good cards back. Mirage Stalio. Yeah? And then Salaman Great Circle. Good for you. Good for you, Salaman Great players. A Hero Lives to 3. I don't think that's that big a deal either. And then Scapegoat to 3. Not enough people were playing it when it was at 2. I don't think it's going to change. I don't think people are going to just immediately start playing 3 copies of Scapegoat in their decks or in their side deck. So, yeah. Overall, a really good list. I'm a little mad about 1 or 2 items. I don't think Meow Meow Mew needed to be hit. I wish they'd just hit the Adventure Engine in general. Like, I know it's new, but like, there's no reason people should be playing that much. I also wish that, and this will probably rile some people up. They should have hit branded fusion. Whatever, like 100%. Like, or branded opening, one or the other. Branded not getting hit at all is a huge issue because it was already topping YCSs. And if you're gonna release a ban list in the middle of prep time for a YCS, you would want to hit the thing that keeps winning. But they didn't. Instead, they chose to hit Prankins, which didn't top. I don't think it topped at any since the YCS started happening. So I don't know. Like, I'm sure it was in top 32, maybe top 16, but it was not 1. It didn't top. Like, it did not win. So I don't understand why they hit this and not branded at all. I get it. The branded structure deck just came out. Nobody's saying to ban the cards. Semi-limit them though. put branded fusion and branded opening to 2. And maybe a Luber to 2. Or a Luber to, I mean, most people are running 2 Luber anyways, they're not running 3. But like, they hit the things that are winning, not the things that are like not an issue. Like Prank Kids wasn't really that big of an issue. It was the Adventure Engine and then branded right now. And Verte was amazing. I can't complain about that one. Another star thing on here that I'm actually really happy about is the change of heart, obviously, but also I'm kind of excited about the monkey board thing. Overall, I really like pendulum as an ass or as a thing. Like I think they're cool. But yeah, overall, it's a really good list. I would change a few things, but I don't think it's that big of an outlier. But yeah, if you like the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell notification button to know when my videos go live. And yeah, peace.